All right, Shalom. I want to start off, as always, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Bracha Kodash. Double is unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love into the brothers out there who's doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. And I also want to send a peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopefully elect, you men and women out there, you children who believe and support this ministry, man, and who are sincere about this thing, okay? In this lesson, I wanted to go over the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1 through 14, as you see here in the title. And I'm going to read this here in the NLT version of the Bible, okay? And I have also supporting precepts, man. But I pray that this lesson is edifying unto you brothers and sisters out there to keep on pushing on Yahweh Bashim Shai. So without further ado, let's start here at the top. So this is 2 Timothy chapter 2, starting at verse 1. It says, Timothy, my dear son, be strong through the grace that the Most High gives you in Hamashiach Yahushai. And indeed, we need strength and endurance, brothers and sisters out there, to fulfill the calling that the Most High has given us, man. We got to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, as the Apostle Paul said in Ephesians chapter 6, okay? And I grabbed that precept as well. But you got to be strong in the inward man, okay? Because this walk isn't an easy walk, all right? But if we be of the elect, man, if Yahweh Shema Shai is dwelling in us, we can do it, all right? Real quick, this Ephesians 3 and 16, it says, I pray that from his glorious, unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his spirit. And that's what we really need, man. We need power in the inward man. Or I should say, be empowered in the inward man, okay? Because that's what really matters. Is your spirit strong, okay? Not just the outward appearance of the flesh, man, but is your mind strong, brother? And you got to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai so that he can empower you in the inward man. But you got to pray, you got to put in that work, man, okay? But most of all, you ask through the Spirit. Paul said that the Most High got unlimited resources, man. Unlimited resources, brother, to empower you, to keep you going, okay? So don't give up on the Most High, man. Next precept, Ephesians 6 and 10, it says a final word, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power, okay? Be strong in the Lord, right? Yahweh Shema Shai, and in his mighty power, okay? Don't lean up on your own understanding, brother. Don't try to do this thing a worldly way. No, do it how the Lord said to do it. In his power, man. Okay, it says, verse 11, put on all of Yahweh's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. So you got to put on this truth, okay? But Paul is using armory, all right, as a example of putting on the truth, all right, for protection. No soldier is going to battle, okay, without no weaponry, man. You need something, all right, for defense, okay? And this word is our defense. It says, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies. You see that? So this battle isn't a carnal battle, man. It doesn't matter about how tall you are, how big your muscles are, how long you can hold your breath. No, this ain't about that, man. This fight is in the inward man. It's in the spirit, man. This is a spiritual battle. That's why I read Ephesians 3 In 16, I read it again. It says, I pray that from his glorious, unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his spirit. So we have to be empowered, man, in the inward man to fight this battle, brother. Okay? It says, back in Ephesians 6 and 12, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. So we're fighting against demons, man, spirits, okay? Spirits are not flesh and blood. So you're going to have to work on your spirit, brother, and get it right through the scriptures, man, so that you can be able to battle against these spirits, okay? And guess what? We don't win every time, all right? Sometimes, we get our behinds kicked, but nevertheless, as it says in the scriptures, man, though a righteous man fall 7 times, in so many words, so the Most High still gonna hold them up, okay? So if we be of the elect, man, Satan won't overcome us, all right? These demons will not overcome you, man, if we be of that number. Verse 13 says, therefore put on every piece of Yahweh's armor, so you will be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. So you got to put on every piece, right? Not just some of this truth, and then cast off the part that you don't like or make you feel uncomfortable. That don't work like that, man. Lord told Ezekiel to eat the whole roll. Not just some of the roll, but the whole roll, brother. You got to eat it, okay? And take it on, man. Every piece of Yahweh's armor, you need it, okay? We need it. Or if not, you're not going to win this battle, brother. Them demons going to find a hole in your armor, brother, and come in and dab you up, man. And you don't want that to happen, okay? It says, then after the battle, you will still be standing firm. Why? Because you have everything that you need to fight against these evil spirits, man. All right? Against all of this wickedness. It says, stand your ground, putting on the belt of truth and the body of armor of Yahweh's righteousness. For shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news, right? The gospel, so that you will be fully prepared. And this truth, you got to be fully prepared, brother. And we are going through a preparation, okay? In this walk of ours. But ultimately, it's us putting our faith in Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai. All right? It says, in addition to all of these, hold up the shield of faith to stop the fiery arrows of the devil. It says, put on salvation as your helmet and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. So that's the ultimate thing, man. Having his word, okay? So going back to Timothy now and reading verse 1 again, it says, Timothy, my dear son, be strong through the grace that Yahweh gives you in Hamashiach Yahushai. It says, you have heard me teach things that have been confirmed by many reliable witnesses. Now teach these truths to other trustworthy people who will be able to pass them on to others. So this is what we did, man. We heard the apostles teach the word, right? And other elder brothers teach the word, man. And we learned the word and we became teachers. And now we're teaching other men, okay? Trustworthy men, Lord willing. All right, because we don't know who the elect is. But nevertheless, you teach your brother, man, who will be able to teach others also. So you come into this thing to get built up in the spirit, man, to come up on a level to teach this word. Not just, mess around and be sluggish, man. You come into this thing, you got to be ready to work, man, so that you can pass on this word as well, okay? This is a lot for the prophets. It says, verse 3, endure sufferings along with me as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushai. We have to endure suffering, man. Sufferings don't feel good, okay? Sufferings do not feel good, but we have to endure them as a good soldier of Yahushai. Now, I went into the text commentary, all right, about that verse there, okay, verse 3 and also 4. But I deal with verse 3 first here. And this is a good thing that I found, all right, in the text commentary. And this was spoken by Spurgeon, okay? It says, Paul does not exhort Timothy to be a common or ordinary soldier, but to be a good soldier of Yahushai, the anointed, for all soldiers and all true soldiers may not be good soldiers, right? And what did Yahushua say? Many are called, but few are chosen. Every man that come into this thing ain't a good soldier, bro. And through time, you find out that, okay, this brother, look, he ain't meant for this thing. It says, there are men who are but just soldiers and nothing more. They only need sufficient temptation and they readily become cowardly, idle, useless, and worthless. You don't want to be this man in the faith, in the camp, okay? As soon as some bad happen, as soon as things get tense or whatnot, situations come up, you get cowardly, you become idle, you become useless and worthless, man. You stop doing videos, stop coming out in the highways and byways. You don't want to be that brother or that soldier, okay? It says, but he is the good soldier who is bravest of the brave, courageous at all times, who is zealous, does his duty with heart and earnestness. This is the kind of soldier that you want to be for Yahushua, man. Bravest of the brave, courageous at all times, man. Having that courage in the inward man, okay? Courage stems from the spirit, man. From the inward man, not from the flesh, okay? It says, who is zealous does his duty with heart and earnestness. Doing your part, man. Doing what Yahushua commanded of you as a good soldier, man. Not just no ordinary soldier, okay? Who is really, just afraid, man. You're in the army, but you really afraid. Because soon things go bad, you catch up, okay? Like a coward, man, as it says here in this passage. Cowardly. Can't no cowards be in Yahushua's army, man. He's looking for good soldiers, all right, to thug this thing out, so to speak, man. So going back here to 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4, it says, soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life, for then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them. Right, man? If you're a soldier, okay, and you've been stationed somewhere to keep watch, all right, to make sure that everything, goes smoothly, okay, you watching out for the enemy and so on and so forth. But imagine you start to deal in the affairs of civilian life, as in you leave your post, all right, and go to the club, turning up, popping bottles, just, doing worldly things, man. Then the enemy come, and guess what? You're behind out there messing around, man, and you're going to get the people killed. You can't be tied up in affairs of this life, man, because it's going to take you away from your Yahushua, okay? Real quick, going back to this excuse me, to this text commentary, okay, about verse 4. It says, no one engaged in warfare entangles himself with the affairs of this life. It says, Timothy must take the attitude of a soldier, okay, who willingly separates himself from the things of civilian life. It says a soldier has to give up many things, okay? When you come into this truth, brother, you got to be willing to give up many things. It says some of them are bad things, right? Pride, independence, self-will, are not those things that we have to give up when we come into the faith, man? Yes. You got to give up pride, man. Independence, right? Self-will. Just all about you and yourself and not your brother. Now, you can't have that mentality, brother. So you come into this thing and give up them bad qualities, man. And and change your life and become a new man. It says, and some of them are good things. His home, his family. And a lot of men have fell off faith, or I should say, fallen out the faith because of his home and his family. Some men haven't even joined the camp yet because of his home and his family. He's so worried about that he can't even come serve the Lord. Well, guess what, brother? It's a sacrifice that you have to make for your Yahweh Shai if it be that, a situation for you, man. If you lose your family or your home, okay? It's a lot of brothers who have lost their homes and families for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. But guess what the Lord told us? He said all the things that we have given up, he's going to give it back to us 100-fold, man, in the kingdom. So you shouldn't be so caught up on this world, man. This world is finished, brother. Please tell me what you're holding on to in this world that's of substance, that's truly yours. We're surrounded by wickedness on all levels. We have no power, no lands, no resources, no nothing here, man. But Jake, in his mind, he got something here. In his mind, right? Brother, you can't serve the Lord like that, brother. You got to be willing to give things up, man. If it comes to that, okay? It says, nevertheless, if a soldier is not willing to give up these things, he is not a soldier at all. Did you hear that? I'll read it again. Nevertheless, if a soldier is not willing to give up these things, what things? He said pride, independence, self-will, his home, his family. He is not a soldier at all. You ain't no true soldier, man. You're a fake soldier, all right? You got to be willing to sacrifice, man. It says the things that might entangle a soldier might be good or bad for a civilian. The soldier can't ask if something is good or bad for those who are not soldiers. He must give up anything that gets in the way of being a good soldier or serving his commanding officer. You must give it up. If it's hindering you from being a good soldier of Yahweh Shai, brother, you got to give it up, man, no matter what it might be, bro. And the main thing that Jake struggled with is that woman, man, and them kids. It's the main thing that Jake struggled with. Now, it's other things too, but mainly is that woman and them kids, okay? Jake don't want him to go left, so Jake don't come out on the highways and byways, and if you do, he don't stick with it, man, because his wife don't like him leaving, for class and, to meeting with the brothers and doing things, and she's not a part of it. So she give you an ultimatum of either you're gonna be with me or go be with them men. Cause I ain't got time for this thing. You ain't doing that. Done heard it before. Okay? Don't let that stuff get to you, brother. Believe in this thing, man, and do what the Lord commanded you to do, bro. Man, look, bro, the Most High gonna take care of us. Okay? It says a faithful soldier does not have the right to do anything that will entangle them and make them less effective as a soldier. So if you're involved in things, brothers, that making you less effective, get rid of it. In its truth, you want to be an effective soldier, brother. Effective, efficient, okay? For the Lord's sake, man. A good soldier. It says down here, it says, for D, that he may please him who enlisted him as a soldier. If Timothy did not endure hardships, right? And if he did not put away the things that entangled him in the affairs of this life, he would not be pleasing to his commanding officer. So Paul was encouraging Timothy that, hey, look, man, you can't be getting caught up with this world, man. Endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua, man. And a good soldier, he's going to make sacrifices, man, and make hard decisions, okay? Whether it be giving up his family, giving up, a certain position in the world, whatever it may be. If you're stopping him from being a good soldier, he's going to give it up, man. Now, that's not the case all the time, because you have brothers who are soldiers in this thing and still have their families. And their woman is okay with them, going out to the highways and byways. She okay with him, having class and, doing stuff with brothers, and she's not involved. Some women are, okay with that. And them sisters going to be saved who got that mindset, man, because they understand somewhat of what we're dealing with and what we're doing, man. We are committed to Yahushua, man. He is our husband, all right? He is that top general over us, man. And we serve in his spiritual army, all right, in his ministry. Okay? So once again, it says soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life, for they cannot please the officer who enlisted them. It says, verse 5, and athletes cannot win the prize unless they follow the rules. Now, Paul is using this carnal example of an athlete and applying it to this truth, okay? If an athlete don't follow the rules of the game, then he won't be able to have a chance at, of winning those prizes, man. He got to play the game by the rules. Well, it's the same thing in the faith, man. We have to follow the rules of Yahushua in order to obtain that prize that the Lord has prepared for us, man. Okay? Real quick, 1 Corinthians 9:24, right? And I also have this here in the NLT. It says, don't you realize that in a race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize? So run to win. Paul is using this example for us in the faith, man. This truth is likened unto a marathon, okay? This is a spiritual marathon that we're running. So Paul said, run to win, okay? Don't just be in this truth running, not knowing why you're running, brother, or not knowing why you're running, sister. Know why you're running, man. Know why you're in this thing, bro. It's to obtain that prize of everlasting life, man. If it be the Most High will. It says all athletes are disciplined in their training, right? I played, football at the collegiate level, and I know how disciplined, you know what I'm saying, you got to be to, be the best, man, at your game, all right? To compete at a high level, you got to discipline your body, man. Can't be drinking as much, can't be having sex as much, because you're trying to be the best that you can be, man. Well, Paul is using this for us in the faith. We got to be disciplined in our walk. It says they do it to win a prize that will fade away. Right. As of right now, you got the NBA playoffs going on. Them niggas been working out since last, July, just to get to that point that they're at right now, man, trying to win the NBA championship. But that's a corner prize that's going to fade away. It says, but we do it for an eternal prize, right? Once we get the eternal prize in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have to, do it all over next year and try to obtain it again. No. Whoever win the NBA championship this year, guess what they're going to have to do? Win it again next year to show that they still good. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have to do that, man. We're going to be straight, bro. Better than straight shit. We're going to be good. Okay? The eternal prize, man. But we got to do this thing how the Lord said to do it in order for us to get that prize. Okay? It says, verse 6, and hardworking farmers should be the first to enjoy the fruit of their labor, right? Because as a farmer, man, if you're out there laboring, okay, you sowing seed, okay, you are ripping up, the weeds and the twigs, just so your produce can grow, man. So when it comes, you're gonna take first dip in because you know what it took, all right, to get those fruits and vegetables to grow for you, man. Well, it's the same thing for us in the faith. Spiritually, we are hardworking farmers. And we're laboring in the Lord's field, man. And when it's time for us to reap, which is the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be the first fruits, man. Okay? To enjoy, of the kingdom, man. Okay? Real quick, James 5. Some water here. James 5 and 7. All right? It says, dear brothers and sisters, be patient as you wait for the Lord's return. Consider the farmers who patiently wait for the rains in the fall and in the spring. They eagerly look for the valuable harvest to ripen. And we are spiritually eagerly looking for the valuable harvest, man, which is the kingdom of heaven, so that we can reap all the benefits of eternity, man. But we got to keep working and keep doing this thing until the Lord say, that's it. All right? Endure hardness, man. Galatians 6 and 9, it says, so let's not get tired of doing what is good. And what is good, man? Doing what Yahweh Shai commanded of you, brother. Following these scriptures. That's the good. Don't get tired of doing what's right, man. It says, at just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. So if we endure to the end, brothers, we're going to reap a harvest of blessing, man, from Yahweh Shai. And what did the Lord tell Isaiah? I have not seen nor ill have heard what the Lord had prepared for them that wait for him, man, or that love him. Okay? We got great things coming down the pipe, man. Great blessings. Okay? Brand new bodies, chariots, wives. I mean, you name it, man. Children. I can't wait to have a bunch of kids. I love kids. I want to have a lot of kids right now, but I understand that we're in Babylon the Great, man. It wouldn't be as wise. But, if it happened, it happened. But I love kids, man. I want a gazillion kids. Yes, sir. But, that ain't, I want a lot of things, man. But family is a big part of Israelite culture, man. Because through family, you build a legacy, okay? And in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have a legacy, man. Your family, all right, your descendants. And we ain't going to never die. We're going to never die. We're going to get a chance to live to see our children's children forever, all right? That's a blessing from the Lord, man. So going back here to 2 Timothy, all right, in verse 7, it says, think about what I am saying. The Lord will help you understand all these things. Verse 8 says, always remember that Yahushua, the anointed, a descendant of King David, which this is a cut to the virgin birth, man. Okay? He was a descendant of King David through his father's side, man, which was Joseph. Because Joseph was a descendant of King David. All right? Read Luke chapter 4. Read Matthew chapter 1. Joseph was an actual descendant of King David. That's how Yahushua was born of King David's bloodline. Okay? It says, was raised from the dead. This is the good news I preach. And because I preach this good news, I am suffering and have been chained like a criminal. But the word of Yahweh cannot be chained. So Paul is letting Timothy know, look, man, I'm catching hell and I'm in jail like a criminal because I'm preaching the good news. But he said the word of Yahweh cannot be chained because Paul was in jail writing letters, man. He actually converted a brother in jail. I'll read the book of Philemon, okay? In the book of Philemon, Paul speaks about how he converted a brother while he was in jail, man. He was preaching the gospel. So though Esau, he can physically put us in jail. He can physically, do things, but he can't stop the word, man. Vocab alone, he's trying like hell to stop the word. And these other Christians and people, man, you can't bind this word or chain this word, man. So brothers, don't be surprised that you're suffering, man. Don't be surprised that you're catching hell for this gospel's sake. It's a part of it, man. It says, verse 10, so I am willing to endure anything if it will bring salvation and eternal glory in the anointed Yahushua to those Yahweh had chosen. So Paul is saying, look, I'm willing to endure anything, go through anything for the elect's sake. And this is the mindset that we got to have as preachers, as teachers, man. No matter what we're going through in our lives, that shouldn't stop you from preaching the gospel, man. And trust me, we go through it, okay? Brother is catching hell, man. In the spirit, in the flesh, okay? Going through ups and downs, trials, man. It's not easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Satan messing with you, demons messing with you, man, plaguing your body. I mean, just all kind of little, knick-knack things, man. Satan be in his bag, bro. He got some shit, fella. He be coming out of the blue, just, all kinds of things. But guess what? That's okay, man. Because as long as breath is in our body, we got to preach. No excuses, man. Paul was in jail, bro. Getting beat, okay? Catching pure hell. We ain't got no excuse, bro. Preach the gospel, man. So, jumping down here to verse 11, it says, this is a trustworthy saying. If we die with him, we will also live with him. What does Paul mean by this? If we die with him, meaning what? If we die to this world, right? We crucify that old man and them old ways. And when Yahushua come back, then we're going to live with him in his glory. Okay. And let's grab that here in Colossians chapter 3. Okay. Paul spoke about this. This Colossians 3:3, it says, for you died to this life, and your real life is hidden with the anointed in Yahweh. So we're dead to this world, man. And this is why our old friends don't kick with us no more or mess with us no more, because we're not engaged in this life like that. Yes, we take care of things, all right, our business, but this ain't the end all be all for us, man. This is not our mentality here, okay? We're dead to this world. And our real life is with Yahweh, man. That's when we're going to live and do things and have families and so on and so forth. But as of right now, that's not the case for everybody, man. Brother got different situations, all right? But in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have true life, okay? It says, when the anointed, who is your life, is revealed to the whole world, right? At his second coming, it says you will share in all his glory, right? Because we're joint heirs, man. Everything that Yahweh Shai have, we're going to have it, man. And Yahweh Shai has everything. He has literally everything, bro. So the Lord's going to give us everything in the kingdom, man. Freely give us everything, okay? So you got to keep on fighting, brothers, all right? Be dead to this world, man. This world ain't about nothing, brother, okay? Look around you, man. It's about nothing. Suffer for Yahweh Shai, man. Verse 12 says, if we endure hardships, we will reign with him. If we endure hardships, man, all the way until the end, brother, okay? Not just for some time, but we got to go through this thing all the way to the end. Then we're going to reign with Yahweh Shai, man, okay? You can try to imagine it, but, bro, you can't. To reign with Yahweh Shai, all things will bow the knee to Yahweh Shai, angels, everything, okay? And the elect, starting with 144,000, man, is going to reign with Yahweh Shai, bro. That is mind-blowing. But I want to be a part of that, okay? I want to take part in that, bro. I know it's not going to be easy, but it can be done if we be of that number, man. All right? Real quick. Revelation chapter 3, starting at verse 20, it says, look, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in and we will share a meal together as friends. Meaning he's going to sup with you in the spirit, man, and give you this wisdom and knowledge. He's comparing it to food. All right. Read Proverbs chapter 9, like 1 through 6, I believe. It speaks about, wisdom, of preparing her table, right? Of the wine and the fats and the lambs and all that. It's likened unto a meal. This knowledge, right? It says, verse 21, those who are victorious will sit with me on my throne. Meaning those who overcome, man. Those who stick this thing out to the very, very end, man, is going to sit with Yahweh Shai in his throne. And these talking about the men. Okay, these are men that's going to be with Yahweh Shai in his throne. It says, just as I was victorious and sat with my Father on his throne. So until we endure unto the end and get on them chariots, man, hey, you got to thug it out, brother. You got to thug it out, so to speak, man, and fight that good fight. And we can do it, brothers. If we keep believing on Yahweh Shai, doing this thing the right way, we can overcome this thing, man, and be victorious. All right. And the Apostle John tells you in 1 John chapter 5 that he said basically they're going to hold on, what did he say? He says, I'm gonna get it because I don't want to butcher it. 1 John 5, man. Basically, he said that through our faith we're gonna overcome this world. But I want to butcher the scripture. Okay, I want to read it. 1 John 5, starting in verse 4, it says, for every child of Yahweh defeats this evil world, and we achieve this victory through our faith. So through faith, we're going to be victorious, man, and overcome. But you got to believe all the way until the end, bro. Even if it be unto death, brother. Believe, man. And trust in Yahweh Shai. And if you die in the faith, man, Paul tells us in 1 Thessalonians that what? Those who died in Yahweh Shai will be raised up first to go on them chariots, man. They're building chariots before the believers. Okay, for the believers who are alive on the earth. Okay, when Yahweh Shai come back. So having that faith gonna make us victorious, man. So reading verse 12 again, it says, if we endure hardship, right? Hardship, man. I looked that word up. It says, we will reign with him. If we deny him, he will deny us, right? If you deny the Lord, man, he's going to deny you. And you can do that through your actions or what you say, right? Some men right now in the faith are denying Yahweh Shai through their actions, man. Just being niggas, okay? Breaking the scriptures down wrong, ain't taking no rebuke. Just being demons. Our Lord going to deny you, man, and he's not going to save you upon his second return. It says, verse 13, if we are unfaithful, he remains faithful, for he cannot deny who he is. In the last verse, it says, remind everyone about these things, right? And command them in Yahweh's presence to stop fighting over words. Basically, you just, arguing about a bunch of nothing, okay, a bunch of madness, things that are not edifying, man. Keep that out the circle, bro, of the brotherhoods, okay? And Paul going to tell you why. It says, such arguments are useless and they can ruin those who hear them, right? For a newer brother in the faith, okay, if you see a seasoned man, all right, arguing about, petty things that don't profit, it can discourage your brother. Like, God damn, they can't even get along. What I'm supposed to do? They can't come to an agreement. They can't, put aside, childish things. They can truly mess up a brother's faith. And he can blame the ministry to why he left. Now, ultimately, he can, leave because he possibly not of the elect. But if the environment is, messed up and all trashy, man, and unhealthy, then you can't blame a man. That's why you got to be on point, bro, and keep our conversation holy. That is our conduct, man, but also the thing that come out of our mouths. Got to be good so that the hearers, all right, can be strengthened by it, man. That's why it's good to, talk to brothers about the scriptures. Brothers talk about other stuff as well, but it mainly should be about these scriptures and encouraging one another. Okay. So with that, man, I'm going to close out. I pray that it was edifying to you, brothers and sisters out there, man. This is a fight. Okay. It's a fight. You don't win every fight, in fights you get hit, right? It gets tough. But we have Yahweh Shai, man, who was the ultimate fighter. Okay. So I pray that it was edifying, man. Keep fighting, keep pushing, keep praying. And may Yahweh Shai be with you, brothers and sisters, man. Shalom. Shalom, shalom.